The recent devastating fires in California have left many questioning how such a disaster could occur. According to Michael Shellenberger, there are currently 5 active fires in the state, all of which are ignition-driven and wind-driven. These fires are not forest fires, but rather brush fires that are common in the scrublands and brush areas of California. Shellenberger notes that the National Weather Service had issued a fire warning on January 2nd, and a local weatherman had forecasted a super dangerous moment on January 1st. Despite these warnings, the mayor of Los Angeles, Karen Bass, flew to Ghana, and the governor failed to take immediate action to prevent the fires. Shellenberger believes that the politicians were too focused on themselves and their next political office to take the necessary steps to prevent the fires. He notes that the governor should have called out the National Guard, neighboring states, and even Canada and Mexico for backup help. The fire trucks should have been positioned in the high-risk areas, and helicopters should have been circling to identify the location of the fires. One of the main reasons for the fires, according to Shellenberger, is the high number of homeless people in Los Angeles County who often start fires for various reasons, including methamphetamine use. Meth heads in particular have a fascination with starting fires, which is a part of meth culture. Shellenberger notes that this problem should have been addressed years ago, but it was ignored by the politicians. Shellenberger also points out that the water reservoirs in the area were empty, which made it difficult for firefighters to access water to put out the fires. The Santa Ynez Water Reservoir, which is the second largest potable water reservoir in Los Angeles County, was empty, and the firefighters were not warned about this by the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power. The failure to respond aggressively to the fires, combined with the empty water reservoirs, led to a catastrophic situation. Shellenberger notes that the politicians are more focused on their own interests than on providing public safety, which is a basic agreement between citizens and their government. The nihilistic ideology that has infected the politicians and the citizenry is also to blame for the fires. Shellenberger notes that this ideology is based on resentment and envy, and it has led to a lack of agency and a sense of hopelessness. The politicians' behavior has had the impact of letting Malibu burn, which is a manifestation of this nihilistic ideology. Shellenberger's concerns about the nihilistic discourse are shared by Tucker Carlson, who notes that it is absurd to think that nothing can be done to prevent such disasters. He points out that humans have always lived in areas with extreme weather conditions and have found ways to adapt and mitigate the risks. The conversation highlights the need for accountability and action from the politicians and the government to prevent such disasters in the future. It also emphasizes the importance of addressing the underlying issues, such as homelessness and methamphetamine use, that contribute to these fires. If you enjoyed this episode till now and want to listen to the complete episode, please subscribe to Quick Podcast Summaries on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for just $1 per month, and you can save an average of 20 hours per week of your precious time. It's a fantastic deal to save time and stay informed.